Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
How's it going, everybody over there at the LumioseStation? My name is HydreigonMaster635, and today I'm bringing you a Pokémon X&Y Wi-Fi battle. So my opponent today is John Origins, a good friend of mine, and he has a pretty decent channel, uploads pretty good content and all that good stuff. And yeah, be sure to go check him out as well after this match. So anyway, let's take a quick look at the teams. I got a lead Focus Sash Mamoswine just to pretty much set up rocks, maybe get a couple hits in. Swords Dance Aegislash, Expert Belt Greninja, Choice Scarf Hydreigon, Especially Defensive Mega Venusaur because that thing is fucking badass, and a defensive Slowbro. So looking at his team, I see a lot of slow things and I see the Reuniclus, so I'm thinking kind of a Trick Room based team, but maybe not because he does have the Hawlucha and stuff. But the biggest threat is probably going to be that Escavalier and the Reuniclus because I don't really have too much to take hits from those two things. So but pretty much everything else I can take care of pretty well. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump on into this match. Alright, so like I said, it's my Mamoswine is a lead Focus Sash set. Setting up the rocks, you know, getting right out with it, and he decides to lead off with his Fortress. Wasn't really expecting anything else, so I just lead off setting up rocks, and he does the same. So we trade rocks for rocks on the first turn. Why not? He doesn't really have anything that's affected by him, but then again, I don't really have anything that's affected by him, so rocks is just good for residual damage in this match and nothing else. So he goes for the Gyro Ball while I hit him with an Earthquake. My Earthquake does like freaking nothing, and his Gyro Ball does a crap ton because this is a Jolly Mamoswine. And now I'm going to go into my Queen Derp, and I'm just going to take a Volt Switch because John makes a very good play, and he goes for the Volt Switch instead of another, Gyro Ball. So now he goes into this giant-ass threat called Escavalier. And like I said, I don't have anything to really take hits from this thing, so right away I'm going to go ahead and sack my Dumbo. It's at kind of low range of health, and it's not really going to do a whole hell of a lot to his team. I don't even have Icicle Crash on it, so it's not even going to be that useful against this Goodra. But this does allow me a free switch into my baby, my Hydreigon, because she is just awesome, and she's going to do some work this match, hopefully. But he does have this one little bastard right here named Azumarill, which can take every hit that I have on my Hydreigon set. So I just go straight for the safe Fire Blast. Actually does a decent amount to the Azumarill, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I do kind of always have a safe switch into this thing being my Slowbro, as long as it's at decent amount of health. So that's pretty good. And I'm just going to go straight for the Scald. I score a completely useless burn on this Reuniclus because, of course, it has the Magic Guard, and it's not going to be taking damage, and it's a special attacker, so that burn was the most useless burn ever. Yeah, so, and again, John makes a great play predicting my Greninja or my Hydreigon to come in to take a Shadow Ball and goes for the Focus Blast, so that was just like, fuck. So, Greninja goes down, does absolutely nothing this match, but whatever. And I'm just going to go straight for the Dark Pulse with my Hydreigon. Does a meh amount to that Goodra, but I didn't really expect much, seeing that it is a Goodra. It is a specially defensive tank from hell and all that good stuff. So anyway, I go into my Venusaur, and he dodges the Fire Blast. It would have done a decent amount, but as you'll see, I do have the Mega Venusaur, so the second Fire Blast would not have killed me at all thanks to the Thick Fat. But he's going to go ahead and switch into his Hawlucha. I find out later in the match that this thing actually has a Chesto Berry, so I'm assuming that he was switching this in to get his Chesto Berry boost and for the Unburden. But I just go straight for the Leech Seed because I was thinking that his Chlamydia here, which I don't get your name, John, for your Goodra. I think Goodra is adorable and not gross at all, but whatever. So anyway, so I'm gonna switch on out of there, go into my Queen Derp on the Hawlucha as he just goes and double switches into his Goodra here. And that's fine with me because his worst thing he could do to me is Toxic, which is kind of annoying, but with Regenerator and Slack Off, I should be alright with that. So I'm going to go for a couple Psyshocks, hit him on his weaker side, because Goodra is very specially defensive, but it doesn't really have much physical bulk to speak of. But then again, my Slowbro isn't exactly a powerhouse, so it's not going to be able to take it out. We'll bring it into the red, and that kind of sucks for me. So I'm going to switch on out of here, go back into my Venusaur, just because, you know, I'm specially defensive, I'm a powerhouse, and I'm expecting the rest, maybe. And toxic damage was racking up, so I wanted to get that reset in my Regenerator boost, so yeah, that's awesome. So now I just go for the Leech Seed as he switches in his Reuniclus. It's completely useless because of, again, Magic Guard, and I just go ahead and hit him with a crit Sludge Bomb while he just destroys my Mega Venusaur with a Psyshock. Absolutely obliterated, and I am down 3-6 right now, and that is very bad. Of course, he does leave his Reuniclus in to die to the U-turn, so that is fine with me. So there is one big-ass threat out of the way. Thankfully, he did not set up, you know, Trick Room or anything like that, so that would have been a problem. So now I'm going to go into my Aegislash. I'm going to go straight for the King Shield and just to scout to see what he's going to do. And it turns out he goes for the Return. Now, I know John's a good player. You obviously wouldn't have gone for Return if he was, you know, choiced or in any way. So I'm expecting him to be, you know, I don't know, Expert Belt, Lumberry, something to that effect. So I'm going to switch on out, go into my Queen Derp to take any hit from this thing. And that's pretty darn good for me because it takes the Aqua Jet like a boss. And I'm just going to go straight for the Psyshock, you know, try to get the decent amount of damage off on the Azumarill or the Goodra if it wanted to switch in, but he decides to go into his Labyrinth here, which is like, okay, fine, whatever. It can't really do much. I mean, it can go for the Volt Switch, but then again, I don't really want to switch out, and, you know, just in case he goes for a Gyro Ball, because it will hurt pretty much anything else on my team, except for Aegislash, I guess, but I don't know. I kind of really keep my Aegislash at high health right now, so now he goes into this thing again, and I have nothing that can switch into this thing. He goes for the knockoff, knocks off my leftovers, completely useless because he just straight up kills me. So, yeah, that is awesome. But now, moment of truth, my baby's time to shine. I go into my Hydreigon. I'm down 2-5. If anybody can pull this back, it is going to be my Hydreigon. Takes out that fortress right there with the Fire Blast, easy peasy. Now he goes into his Marshmallow, and I'm like, well, crap. So I don't want my Aegislash coming in and taking a hit, so I'm gonna go straight for the Fire Blast. And he goes for Play Rough, but wait! My Hydreigon is a complete badass, and she dodges the Play Rough because she's my baby and she's very well trained. So yeah. And now, in comes the Hawlucha. I am Scarfed, but I only have one Fire Blast at this point, and I don't think it'll kill, because this thing seems to be a bulky one. So, yeah, now he goes for the rest, gets his Chesto Berry, and that's kind of scary, because now he has an Unburden boost. He outspeeds everything, and he's going to be able to set up a bulk up while I go for the King Shield. Now, he goes for the Acrobatics and does about a third to me, which is very scary because Hawlucha, I didn't think it was that powerful. So, I go for a Swords Dance and then I go for a Sacred Sword. But right now, we have to pause here for a second because I have to talk about this. So, this right here proposes a big problem for me. If I go for King Shield and he goes for Acrobatics, it clinches me the game. If I go for King Shield and he goes for Bulk Up, it clinches him the game. However, if I go for Shadow Sneak and he goes for Bulk Up, you know, that pretty much wins me the game. And what do, you may ask? I make that risky-ass play, go for the Shadow Sneak, as he goes for the Bulk Up, which allows me to easily two-shot him, thanks to, even though he is at +2 defense. So, holy crap. You have no idea how much of a 50-50 chance that was. So, yeah. Anyway, if Scavalier comes in, I just go straight for the safe King Shield, get him down to -2, just on the off chance maybe this Sacred Sword doesn't kill at +2. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I mean, Scavalier is very bulky, but still, why not? Better be safe than sorry. And in comes his Chlamydia, and his Chlamydia is going to go for nothing because I feared this thing was going to be a Sleep Talk set, so that's why I go for the King Shield. Turns out, though, that he's just a rest in 3 attacks. I think the last attack was like Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb or something like that. But that will allow me to easily go ahead and go straight for a Sacred Sword and bring the Chlamydia down all the way into the red, and will easily be able to be killed off with the Shadow Snake. So, yeah. Huge play there at the end. It definitely won me the game. John made some excellent plays in that game, and yeah, so I think that was a good game all around, and I definitely thought it was worthwhile uploading to here. So, so yeah, that proposed a question of the day. You undoubtedly saw John's nickname for his Goodra. I don't really get it. I mean, I personally think that Goodra is adorable, and Gumi is like God. So, yeah, the god of cute. So that proposes the question, do you think Goodra is gross or cute? So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Went a little bit longer than probably should have been, but, you know, I already sped up this match enough. I didn't really want to speed it up anymore. So, yeah, be sure to come check me out. Go check out John's channel. He's awesome. Be sure to check out all the other stops here at LumioseStation because we got some great guys, great LPs going on. You know, definitely some other good stuff and all that, and yeah, so great channel to be sub to and all that good stuff. So also, if you're interested, I have a gaming channel that is completely neglected because Pokemon X&Y came out, so you can check that out if you want to. I really haven't. I need to get on to doing something on that channel, like bad. I have shit recorded, but I haven't done anything. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. I love you all, and deuces.